But today, what we're here to talk about is Caddo Parish's Reimagine Our Schools campaign. And I am so excited to tell you the 4 components of our Reimagine campaign that make this effort different to truly change our schools. First of all, we are going to re-engage the community. We started last night with a community meeting that included parents, teachers, members of the business community and advocacy groups, our school board, and our leaders. And we started by identifying problems that exist in our city and in our community and in our schools, and started working toward formulating plans to solve those problems together. Not just the Caddo Parish administration, not just principals, but the community as a whole. So our first point of the Reimagine, the first effort of our Reimagine campaign is to re-engage our community. Our schools will become hubs. They will become community centers. They will become places where our families and our people connect and where our kids feel safe and feel excited about their learning. The next part of our campaign is to recruit the best and brightest teachers and leaders. And we have done so through a rigorous process of selection of our principals, and I will introduce them to you today. The next thing we need to do is recruit teachers to these campuses that are the best and brightest. And our first opportunity comes up on April 28th, Monday, at Caddo Middle Career and Technology, or CMCT. At 5 o'clock next Monday, we're inviting any interested teachers from inside and outside of the district, those that are on the transfer list, those from outside, the rock stars, people who are just interested in finding out about what we're going to do for kids, to come on out and hear a presentation about our schools, to meet the principals and participate in a mini job fair to where our principals will be able to interview and make recommendations on the spot. And we challenge the best and brightest to come join us. To reigniting the passion for education and for our children is another one of our focuses of the Reimagine campaign. You know, many times our teachers and our schools feel overwhelmed and feel like they're in survival mode. And we must reignite the passion and the calling of all of our educators. We are planning and implementing training that not only will give all of our 10 schools the best professional development in pedagogy and classroom management, climate and culture and expectations, but also reminding all of our educators what it means to be a teacher and how each one of us as teachers and leaders must have the heart to reach every single kid, and to reimagine what it means to have high expectations. Reinvest is the final bullet of our Reimagine Our Schools campaign. And what does reinvest mean? Okay. Our teachers will be given time for job-embedded professional development and the best training that we are putting together. Teacher instructional leadership training, Transformation Zone Institute training, and all of that will be built in. We will have planning time built into our day for professional learning communities, for our teachers and faculties to work together to solve problems. We are also reworking our school schedules to include huge blocks of time for reading, for math, and for intervention. And the intervention model that we will implement at our schools will not rely on pulling kids out of core instruction, but by pushing help into our kids. Because kids cannot learn what they have not had access to. They cannot learn what they're pulled out from. So our method will be to include children across the board and push the help into them. Now you may be asking how this effort is different. And I'm going to tell you that I don't know what's happened in the past, and I wasn't here for any efforts that happened in the past to change and reimagine our schools. But how this effort is different is that we're not just shooting for our schools to become passing schools. We're not just shooting for D's and C's. We are shooting for our schools to become A and B schools. Every school. For every school in this zone to have the same level of success that we see at some of our magnet schools, because we have to believe that our students in these zones, in this zone, are just as awesome as anywhere else in this district or this state or this country. The future president of the United States of America could be attending one of our schools in this zone. And so we want to first of all pledge that we will be striving for A's and B's and A pluses with all of our kids. This effort is different because we have a dedicated support staff. As District Transformation and Innovation Officer, I will be personally visiting and coaching the principals and working with the campuses weekly. And then I will have staff to work with me to follow behind and coach and assist and lead at each campus so that these schools have the support that they need from the ground up. This effort is different because our superintendent, Dr. Gorey, and our chief academic officer, Keith Burton, are committed to this change. Every meeting that we have, every discussion we have is about making this work and about what we need to do to support it. It is different because of the passion of our leaders. And our leaders, one of the quotes that was stated at the committee meeting last night was that somebody in the room had not felt as much energy and passion and enthusiasm as what they felt last night in this zone or this district in a long time. So it starts with the passion. It is different because our effort is based on research. It's not just a bunch of new ideas. You can think about a doctor practicing medicine. We are going to practice education. We are going to do what's best for kids, and we are going to do what is research-based, and we are going to be aligned in our efforts to turn these schools around so that we can raise the standards for all of our educators and all of our kids. It is different because we're working with the University of Virginia in the Recovery School District, and the position of District Transformation and Innovation Officer is linked to these campuses. They will not fail. They will succeed, and all of our kids will succeed as a result.